Let's learn how to switch screen in Python application. So you have application like this that most application you have to navigate to a different screen here and there. So as you can see, so you can navigate from screen 1 to screen 2, back and forth and so on. So just like you can see, so this is very possible to do in Python using Python and KivyMD. First, you need to have Python installed in your computer. Open your development environment. So I'm using VS Code. So open terminal. So check whether you have Python. Type Python --version. Press enter. So if it is there, it shows it up like this. Then what you need to do is to install the environment. Okay, so as you can see, so that is install virtual environment by entering this command. Okay, so once you enter that command, press enter. I've already done this in one of the videos, so I'll link the video in the description of the video. So after I've installed that, what you need to do is to activate it by writing that code, writing the command. Then of course you pip install Kivy, okay, by entering this command. Okay, once you have done that, you also need to install KivyMD or KivyMD, as some people want to pronounce it. Okay, so also write this. I will link all the commands for all this in the description of this video. Okay, so once you have done that, then we are ready to start developing this. So these are the two pictures we are going to use in this video, in this tutorial. Okay, so let's get right into it. We are importing all these libraries. All right, so screen manager, label button, then task, toolbar, and so on. Then we create a first class. We create a class, call it switch screen. Then we enter or create a function. Then we determine the title bar and where it's going to stay. Okay, so here within that we need to give the title bar a title. So here we just call it exterior view. Okay, so call it exterior view. Then we'll determine the position where the title bar is going to stay. Okay, as you can see, so it needs to be at the middle. Then that's at the x-axis. Then at the y-axis, you need to go to the top of the screen. So you need to go there. So we elevate it to 0. It doesn't need to have any kind of elevation, any shadow. Create a variable for container screen. Okay, so that container screen is actually what is the entire window, if you like. Okay, so we add the toolbar to the window or to the container screen. Then we return it. All right, so then the next we need to do is to create a function that is called onScreen change. That is within this function. So as the screen is changing, then we determine what happens. Okay, so now, so what we now do is that within the function, so we'll say that screen. So we create the title, the screen titles. So it's going to be some kind of objects. So we have screen 1, we have exterior view screen. Then the second screen or screen 2, we have interior view screen. So this one will be at the title bar. Okay, so then we now say self.titleBar.title equals screen titles. That is going to get the screen title based on the screen that is being viewed. Okay, so we just run the application. All right, so let's run it now. So if you run it now, so it gives you this. So this is the default one. Well, I need to change that interior view screen to exterior. All right, so we'll do that as we get along. Now we'll create a different class. We'll call this one screen 1. So screen 1, which is one of the screens, we're going to have two screens, screen 1 and screen 2. So here we now say within the class, so what we'll now do is we add an image to that screen. So there will be an image which is one of the front view. Okay, that's this image. Okay, all right. So we'll now say image slash house. That is the picture. These pictures are within a folder called images. Okay, so we position the image. So the image should be at x-axis at the window. Then at the top, it should be at 0.9. So it's going to be close to the title bar. All right. So then, so once you have done that, so the next thing we need to do is we say we need to add it to. We need to add the image to the class. So they will now add the label underneath it. So more or less we'll give it a name, or we just the house. The front view of the house. We just basically write something underneath it. So we'll call it exterior view. So to be at the window, then of course the x-axis to be at the middle too. Then of course top will be a little bit under that picture. So as you can see, so what the other one was 0.9, this one will be 0.8. Then we also need to add the label to the body or to the application. Okay, so then we have a button underneath that. The button will have a text called view interior. So if you click on this view interior, it's going to call the exterior or the second screen, if you like. Okay, so of course we also center it below the previous label. So if you click on that, so we'll now say on press, then we'll now say equal to self.switch to screen 1 or screen 2. Excuse me. All right, so then of course we need to also add it to the body. Okay, so we say self.add widget. So if you run it now, it's going to it's giving an error. So let's comment that. So run it again. So you have it doesn't show anything for now. So we need to add this. We need to add to the entire system before it will show. Okay, so let's create that function called switch to screen 2 before we run it again. So now say we'll declare a function called, or a method if you like, called switch to screen 2. Then self, then we have an argument there. Then we now say self.manage.transition. So it's going to now tell the direction where the screen should move to when it is accessed. Okay, so or how it comes in. Okay, so we now say self.manager.current equals screen 2. That's if you click on it. So it should now turn the current screen to the second screen. More or less switching them. Okay, so of course it doesn't show anything yet. So for it to show, we need to add it to the body. To the to that screen we talked about earlier. We now say self.screen manager equals screen manager, then screen manager self.screen manager.add widget. So what widget are we adding? We are adding screen 1, which we have been working on. Okay, so we now say the name of that screen 1 should be screen 1. Remember, note the small letter, the small case letter. And of course, we also do same for screen 2 that we have not created yet. Okay, so this is practically where the screen 1 and screen 2 will be added to the main application. Okay, or the main class, if you like. Then we now say that container screen that we created earlier. So we need to now add a widget of this screen manager. So this one literally put this screen, add the screen 1 or screen 2 as case may be, and bind it to the main application. So once it's self.screen-manager.bind current equals self.onScreen change. So that on-screen change, as you click on it, as it changes, it's going to be replacing the whatever is there. So as you can see, if you run it and look at how it looks, okay, so if you click on it, of course, it's not going to do anything. It's going to cause an error because we have not worked on the place we want it to go, which is screen 2. Okay, so let's get to that. Okay, so the next we need to do now is so we need to now create screen 2 class. So what we just need to do is just to copy this, because it's basically the same thing, but just a little change here and there. So copy the entire thing. There's the entire screen 1. Okay, copy everything. So highlight it, copy it, then you paste it underneath here, paste under here, like that. So what we need to do is just to change the some values here. So First of all, class screen 1 will now change to 2, then house will now change to house 2. That's the second picture basically, which is the interior one that shows the interior. Then here will now, so all this like here now, this screen 2 will now become screen 1, because when you are in screen 2, you need to be able to link back to screen 1. That's what you have in line 64. Okay, so here on press it should go to screen 1 instead of 2, because that's itself. Then what else? Okay, so I think that settles that area. Then here should be, of course, I'll switch to screen 1. Then yes, then like this. Okay, I think that does it from here. Then this label, that screen 2, we need to change. Let me see. Okay, I think that's basically what we have. Then with the direction, it goes to the right, but now this one needs to go to the left. Okay, so if you click on this now, let's run. If you click on this now, you see that it moves to, see how it switches the screen very nicely. Okay, all right. So you see that it also changes the title. So you can see this view interior here in line 27. Let's see. Okay, so I think that's basically what you have. Then you have this one should be view. Yeah, that's view interior. Then this one, of course, this one should be view exterior. All right, so that doesn't repeat. Okay, I think this is basically what we have here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this one should be interior view. Yeah, that should be interior view. That's a little mistake there. Okay, so then if you run it now, look at that. See, it looks cool. So you see interior view. Yes, if you click on this view exterior now, you see that it's showing you exterior view. All right, and you see that it also shows at the top right there. So as you can see, so that's basically how it is. So this is one for class 1 or screen 1 rather. That's a way of emphasizing it. Then this other side is for the second screen, basically this selected part. Yeah, here. Okay, so then this is what it uses to switch to the other screen, and the other one also had its own. So I think that basically, so you look at the code carefully and just make changes or make corrections if you have issues, as you can see. So I think it's simple enough to follow. All right, another little project is coming on, which is a whole lot of improvement on this. It's going to see how you can create a sign up page and a sign in page. As you are watching this, that may have been uploaded, so don't also forget to watch that. So all right, so if you have watched to this level, it means you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. Like the video and share it. See you in another video. Thank you for watching.